exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coupe. Only winning is exception on my coupe. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Tate to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
13.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
This to Jarwin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete.
Blake Jarwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Tackle made by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. 18.
From the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And a Cowboy first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first-half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 27, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And right away, he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Letting one fly deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check, Mike, 54, Mike, 54. Watch the back, watch 60.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd and 9.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Cowboy first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give to Ezekiel Elliott.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll fire deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
First and goal at the 6.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd down and goal. Prescott, the quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again to Barkley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You can't block me.
From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 24, check 24.
They'll go to Barkley again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
32-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terry Poe and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies proud.
They go to Elliott again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing, Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
14.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Murphy now to return. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Big hold to the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
For the 2-point conversion.
Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop? And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
The ball carry.
Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jones throws on target to Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Here's Jones on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On second and a couple, Jones. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on